Over the next big share, way on markets on a weekly basis. The major averages closed in the red after a new package.
Go.
Developers, bond yields jumped after President Trump hinted that he may keep
Down because I had it up yesterday or Friday.
Getting more cords and stuff.
Tristan and Gary Williams chiming in on the chat. Good morning, Sarge, HD, and Tim. Yeet! Yeet!
In terms of pushing for interest rate cuts. The Dow down 83 points, the Nasdaq lower by 15.
3.5 minutes. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact. And we'll be live on the radio.
Which became available earlier this month, got off to a strong start.
Did you need me to grab that phone charger, Craig?
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully it reaches.
Hey, I'm Trey.
That's what she said.
Not
to me.
That's just wrong. You were just wrong this morning. The cold get to your head.
Yeah,
It did. The cold got to Superfan's head.
Every Thursday, it's your turn. You get to be the
2 minutes and
You get to ask
40 seconds, and we'll be live on the radio, and the show will officially be underway.
Does not look like it is. Looks like it is just about that short.
What happened?
My extension cord ain't long enough.
Hang on, I got you, brother. Go ahead and take off. Well,
We
I
can
don't
put
know
in a
if
break.
that's the same. I don't know if that's the same extension. I mean,
No, it's
charging
not.
thing.
You have an iPhone.
Well, let me see your end. Yes, it will. It's got the same end. See, I'm at 100% on my phone, so I don't know.
We'll check it at a break.
Okay, that's cool. We can shake it at a break. We got 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, and we'll be live on the radio.
Company Real Estate and Auctions, North Lincoln Drive in Troy, 636-462-5555. Online at MeyerListings.com.
from the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles.
How about those games last night? Those NFL games.
Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix will miss
I
the
was
rest
pissed
of
when the
the
Donkeys
playoffs
won.
after breaking a
I
bone
was
in
happy.
his ankle in
I was not.
overtime of yesterday's 33-3
Because
win over the Buffalo
now the
Bills.
Bills
Jared
can't
Stidham
complain.
will take over as the
Oh,
the
Broncos
Bills
starting
can still
quarterback.
complain.
On Saturday night, the Seattle
That
Seahawks
interception wasn't
crushed
an
the San
interception.
Francisco 49ers
That the Donkeys took from the
41-6.
Bills.
Seattle's
He was
Rashid
down by
Shaheed
contact
returned
on the
opening
ground.
kickoff, 95 yards for a touchdown.
Sorry.
The Seahawks did not allow a touchdown. They had 3 takeaways defensively. Offensively, Kenneth Walker ran for 116 and 3 touchdowns. Drew Lock completed 12
And Seattle
of 17
just
for
tore
124
tore
and a touchdown.
that Niners
The
butt
Atlanta
up.
Falcons hired former Cleveland Browns head
Woo.
coach Kevin Stefanski as their new head coach. The Browns
40
will have
seconds.
second interviews with defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz and Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken for their head coaching job.
News Radio KYRO weather for the Meyer and Company Real Estate and Auctions Weather
Let's
Center.
see what Erica
Online at
Walters has to say about the
MeyerListings.com.
old temperature.
Broken clouds in Troy. Getting down to 11 overnight tonight. Monday's high will be in the lower 20s. Scattered clouds likely. Temperatures in the mid-30s forecast on Tuesday. Currently in Troy it's 16. In Wentzville it's 15
She
degrees.
got it right.
Perfect homes, commercial real estate or farm
She
ground.
must be proud of
Meyer
her.
and Company Real Estate and Auctions.
Not more
Online at
than
MeyerListings.com.
30 minutes
I'm
ago.
Erica Walters.
It was 15 degrees and felt like 4. Now it's 16, feels like 7. So it feels like 6. All right, here we go. Mics are going live. Well, let's go ahead and pull down that good bumper music there. We are live inside the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. We're live. We're live on the Facebook feeds, Uncensored Wrestling Talks page, of course. Also the radio station's Facebook page. You can find that one at 1280 AM, 105.3 FM, KYRO. We are also, for the first time under our own channel here, we are live where, HD Daniels?
Uncensored Wrestling Talk.
On YouTube.
There you go.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube, for the first time to you live. Well, I mean, we've been on YouTube before, but it's been under other folks'
Right.
YouTube channels. This is the first time it's been under our own YouTube channel. So we'll see how
I'm
things
excited about this.
go. HD
Yeah,
Daniels
we are
will,
too.
will be monitoring the YouTube channel. Superfan and I will be monitoring the Facebook channel. So, you know, feel free to chit chat and interact with us. We will, hey, we'll speak what you're saying for sure. And we've already got some folks already coming into the Facebook chat side of things. You know, Trisha McGarry Williams saying good morning to Sarge, HD, and Tim. Yeet.
A yeet.
Herb Simmons, SICW promoter.
Just to
Hey, I'm
say that
speaking
word.
over here. Herb Simmons, good morning, gentlemen. I'm going to teach him HD one way or the other. And then, of course, Mama Bear, Sherry Harley saying good morning, guys. Good morning to you as well. I hope that you're warm this morning during this Arctic blast that we're having in the St. Louis area.
It's too cold.
It is way too cold.
I'm not happy.
I am not either.
Bring on spring and summer already.
Right now. Right now, by golly. In fact, speaking of the weather real quick, we'll give a quick weather update. It does feel like 16 outside. Just 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, it was 15 and it felt like 4. Now it's 16 and it feels like 17. So maybe the winds aren't blowing quite as hard out there now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it'll get up to 21 for the high. Tuesday, it'll be back up to the upper 30s. And then Wednesday and, raise that up, Wednesday it'll be up to the 40s, low 40s. So somewhat back to normal,
Yeah.
somewhat. But
Now they're
we're not
talking
even
snow.
a month into winter right now, so I guess we shouldn't be complaining, but I'm still gonna complain.
Yeah. They're talking snow next weekend.
Well, he's gotta put a damper on everything.
It's winter.
Man,
We're still in winter.
I don't want snow.
My mind is never in winter.
Never. Never. You can keep that winter and take it somewhere else. A big, huge thank you to our main sponsor for Uncensored Wrestling Talk, NWA's World League Wrestling. A huge shout out to them.
Absolutely.
The next event scheduled for February the 7th at the Race Wrestling Arena. This is an interesting one. An 80s theme night packed with live pro wrestling, loud crowds, and non-stop action, the way Saturday Night Wrestling was meant to be experienced. Of course, card subject to change. However, so far announced for this event, the NWA World League Heavyweight Champion, the owner of Harley's Crown, the Grand Regent Camaro Jackson, will be in action. The Deliverer Moses will be there at the Race Wrestling Arena. Strictly Business Brandon Beretta comes back to WLW. We'll see who he's going to be taking on very soon. The astonishing one, Austin Mulitalo.
Greatest wrestler alive.
Alive.
Alive, he says.
Wow.
Cameron Brunet, the NWA World League Ladies Division Champion, brand new champion, won that championship a couple months ago, had her first defense against Lilith Khan last weekend. Woo! And we're going to get HD Daniels' thoughts on that here in just a few minutes. The NWA World League Junior Heavyweight Champion and self-proclaimed King of WLW, Raheem De La Suede. And more to be announced very, very soon. So make sure that you keep your eyes peeled on World League Wrestling's Facebook page. You'll see those announcements going on there. Then also, I cannot wait for this. This is going to be such an awesome event for the 4th year in a row. It has been announced officially that on February the 28th, NWA's World League Wrestling returns to the Davidson Fitness Center at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And I've got some names that are coming to the event. And of course, again, cards subject to change. The NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Silas Mason, is going to be in the house and in action. The manager of champions, the one and only Aaron Stevens, is going to be at the Davidson Fitness Center at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. The former NWA World Television Champion and former NWA World League Heavyweight Champion, Carson Drake, all three of those men representing the National Wrestling Alliance, going to be in attendance for this one. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled to HarleyRace.com, for when those tickets go on sale, those will go fast.
Yeah, they'll go very fast. I mean,
They'll go faster than the ones that go for the Race Wrestling Arena.
oh yeah.
I guarantee you. Last year we had upwards of 1,000 people, a little over, inside that gym last year. We keep getting a bigger crowd and a bigger crowd and a bigger crowd every single time that we go down there to the Davidson Fitness Center on Fort Leonard, Missouri. Man, I cannot wait. You got to go to it last year for the first time. H.C. Daniels, you've been down there several different times. I've been there for every single one of them so far.
It's loud.
It is very
loud.
loud.
You got to give it up for those troops.
Sometimes I have to go back into the locker room area just so I can hear myself think. It's that loud up inside there. It's
Do you think very loudly?
no, no. I try not to, because then everybody else would get mad at me. That's why. You know, speaking of the Davidson Fitness Center and the Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri show, it is always such an honor to go down there and meet and greet and see our soldiers, those that are going through basic training, those that are going through their advanced individual technical schools, the regular soldiers that are stationed there at the base, the families that are with them there. It's just such an awesome, awesome time. Cannot wait to get back there. My good buddy, I haven't seen him in a very long time. I haven't talked to him for a little while, and I hope that he's doing well. Former senior referee for World League Wrestling, the one and only Richard White in the Facebook chat at the moment. Thank you for joining us this morning, Richard. But yeah, I cannot wait, guys. I cannot wait. February the 28th. I hope it hurries up and gets here. I can't wait for the drive down. I always stop in Cuba, Missouri to go to the Huddle House right there.
Yeah.
I love that place. I always stop in Uranus to get that fudge packed and put it in the car and come home with it and eat it. It's good stuff, man. Have you ever had it before?
Yes, I
So you know what I'm talking about.
He's packed the fudge.
I
He's
have
packed the fudge
from Uranus.
from Uranus. And then
Hope it's not expensive.
just
It keeps going up.
Oh.
everything
Alright.
goes up all the time, no matter what it is.
Inflation in Uranus.
Inflation in Uranus. Whew. And FCC can't do nothing about it because it's an actual city called Uranus, Missouri, FCC. And that's their slogan, get your fudge packed in Uranus.
With inflation.
With inflation. But I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this event. It's going to be so cool. Last year I got to open up the event last year and hand the mic off to Ben Simon, our ring announcer. Which, program note here, in 2 weeks, on February the 1st, here in the studio, we are going to have none other than the one and only ring announcer extraordinaire, Mr. Ben Simon.
Benjamin Simon.
I
Nice.
cannot wait.
Awesome.
I've had him at the old studio where we were at. That was the last time he was on. It's been about a year and a half. So I cannot wait to have him in. It's been too long, and it's going to be a fun show, because that morning will be the morning after the Royal Rumble. So we'll be talking all about everything going on there. Of course, Drew McIntyre is going to be defending his brand newly won WWE Universal Champion. No, I'm sorry, it's not the Universal Championship anymore. It's just the WWE Championship, the undisputed. That's what I was trying to say. And who's that going to be against? We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be a fun show on February the 1st. H.C. Daniels, we're also on X.
We're on X at UW Talk KYRO.
And Superfan, we've got a Discord channel.
On Discord, we're at the Uncensored Wrestling Talk Show.
We need to put that on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely. Sherry Harley says, and I quote, about the Davidson Fitness Center Fort Leonard Wood show, biggest event of the year. It's awesome. I concur 1,000,000%. But last weekend at New Year's Resolution, H.D. Daniels,
Yes.
Cameron Burnett, with her first defense of that newly won WLW Ladies Division Championship against Lilith Khan,
Yeah.
the spawn of Khan, standing 6'5", nearly a good foot and a half taller than Cameron Burnett. What did you think of not only of that match, but also of Lilith Khan?
I was instantly impressed with Lola Khan. You know, sometimes you're watching AEW, and I don't know if you guys watch the refs, but they'll be like
I do.
a little over-exaggeratory.
Audrey Edwards.
I was doing that naturally watching Lilith Khan. I was like, oh my gosh, what the?
I mean, we were talking about chops.
Yeah.
She laid in some chops on
Her black hole slam, took me.
It was so impressive. Man, I'm trying to remember what other
There
female...
were face prints in the ring.
There were.
From a black hole slam. I was like, oh my goodness.
What female, I'm trying to remember, in the past, has used that black hole slam for a quote-unquote finishing move?
In just
Was it
wrestling?
Awesome Kong?
No, Awesome Kong used
No.
Implant Buster.
Abyss on the
Right.
on the men's side used
Yeah.
to use that.
I guess I'm gonna
Max
have
the
to,
Impaler, possibly.
I'm gonna have to ask
Maybe.
the old Google
It's,
machine.
you know what? It doesn't matter. It
Okay.
doesn't matter, because both on the men's side and the women's side, that black hole slam that I saw Lilith Khan do was the most impressive black hole slam
Yeah.
I have ever seen.
Google AI says Jade Cargill sometimes uses it.
She ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She ain't doing it right. Sorry to say it, but she's not.
Yeah, and with just being in the,
I don't
how
know.
close to the ring I was to that, you could hear everybody in the arena just kind of go,
Yeah.
The air went out of.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I was right there. It was-
I don't know. I still can't wrap my head around how Cameron Burnett kicked out after getting that black hole slam delivered to
I
her.
mean, she's
Face first.
championship material right there, right?
Ooh.
Super impressive kicking out of that.
Extremely.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That I will say about 95% of that match, Lilith Khan was in control
Yeah.
of that match.
Mhm.
She was dominating Cameron Burnett like nobody in that building has ever been dominated. My gosh. You know what?
I think
Love
she'll
her
be
or
back.
not, like her or not, I don't know if she'll be back or not, but I definitely want to see her back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
definitely want to see more of what Lilith Khan can do. I just wish that she wasn't so doggone aggressive. My gosh. And I'm not just talking about in the ring. She was aggressive in the back too.
Yeah, right?
Holy moly! Ask the astonishing one, Austin Molitalo, what happened to him. He got
In the back?
In the back.
Oh boy, what happened?
Well, he said hello to Lilith Khan, and Lilith Khan did not like it.
Oh no. Poor
She
Austin.
took it out on the astonishing one, Austin Molitalo. Man,
Was it on video?
I'm not sure if anybody got it on video. But I was trying to do an interview with her for WLW's TV show, Showdown. She would not speak a word to me, guys.
Ah, right.
Not one word. She gave me the mean mug. She gave the camera the mean mug. She gave me the mean mug again, and then just turned around and walked away.
She could have I think she gave everyone in the arena the mean mug.
Mm.
She was mad. After losing,
She was not happy.
oh my gosh.
She was not happy. And I fear for Cameron Burnett or anybody else
Yeah.
that gets in the way of Lilith Khan if she does return. And I think she will.
I hope so.
I think she will.
Mhm.
After that match was over with, she did say some words to me. Not on camera, but just came straight up to me. Speaking of Lilith Khan. And she said to me one Sunday, soon, I'm coming to your show.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I mean, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She's gonna be here in the studio sometime soon, and whew, you know, something I didn't know until that night, the Midwest Wrestling Coalition, she is their ladies division champion.
Yes.
And I can see why.
Yep.
I can definitely see why after witnessing what happened inside the race wrestling arena. Cameron Burnett just,
She got lucky.
she got away with by the skin of her teeth.
Mm-hmm.
She did. She absolutely did. But you know, I'm also wondering if Skylar Sparks didn't have a hand in that match being set up.
Well, what are you doing here, Sarge? Creating a conspiracy theory?
No,
I think he
heard.
is.
I can't say who. I
Probably
can't
from
say
Skylar
who.
Sparks.
I can't say who. But in the back, I overheard people talking. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Hey, we are a little past our taking of our first break here on Uncensored Wrestling Talk. We're gonna go ahead and take that, but it's only 59 seconds, and we'll be back live on the radio, on Facebook, and now on YouTube as well.
A yeet.
Right after this.
A YouTube yeet.
Mics are clear.
Accessories on Main Street in downtown Winfield. Black
Woo!
Outfitters. Check us out
Good
on
first segment.
Facebook or stop by at 203 Main Street in Winfield. 636-358-0992.
Saving money on your kitchen projects.
Should we put out the phone number?
Carry
What do you
everything
think?
you need to turn your kitchen dreams
Well,
into
nobody's in
reality.
YouTube yet.
Renovate your space
Where are
with
you,
new
YouTube?
cabinets from Cardell. They're
Well,
ready
how
to
many-
install and come in a variety of styles and
Maybe
finishes
say if you-
with
whatever
free
you want,
shipping to your home.
Well, I'm
Visit
asking
our
what your
kitchen
opinion
showrooms
is
in-store
on it.
Or go
Say
to
if you wanna call and leave a
menards.com for free
comment.
estimates today.
Well-
Plus, get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. See
I'm trying to
store
like
for
add
complete
tags to
details.
this YouTube.
15 seconds, and we are back live on the radio.
Number 9, I
Place to
think, on
be.
the
Common
live
Grounds
list.
Coffee House featuring
Of wrestling
almost
stuff,
all
or
the
just
latest
Common
wrestling
Grounds?
live. Common Grounds Coffee House. Check us out on Facebook or stop by today.
Here we go.
205
Mics are going live.
Downtown Winfield.
Well, welcome back. We are live. Turn that down just a little bit here. Okay, we are live still in the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. I did not do the formal introductions yet. We just kind
Kinda
of jumped
jumped in.
right into stuff. So I will do that now. Of course, I am Sarge, and joining me this morning, my two co-hosts, as usual. He's our nematode Nelly. superfan, Tim Williams. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, everyone.
And the gentleman to my right, our other co-host. He is the NWA World League Wrestling senior referee. He's our resident referee. He's Mr. 1, 2, 3, HD Daniels. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. Morning YouTube, morning Facebook, and the radio. Can't forget
And
about
the radio. Don't forget about the radio. Cannot forget about that. Okay, I'm gonna throw it out here. If you go ahead and do this, there's only one rule. You must keep it clean. If you don't, you will be banned from ever being able to do this again. I'm going to give out the phone number for the studio here. If you would like to join in with a question, a comment, whatever you want, please feel free to call 636-625-6397. Again, 636-625-6397 if you want to join in on the conversations that myself, Superfan, and HD Daniels are going to start having here in just a moment. Let's talk a little bit about Andrade El Idolo showing up on January the 4th first over at Wrestle Kingdom 20. And I was thinking, wow, he either had to pay a huge fine or has got some really good lawyers. I mean, really good lawyers, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought he was under like a year pretty much ban of being able to wrestle anywhere.
Speaking as a non-lawyer myself, I believe when he appeared at, he left WWE, then he appeared at that AEW show, and then everybody was saying, well, he just broke his non-compete. Now he has 1 year penalty.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the stipulation of the contract, but
I thought so as well. But he showed up on January the 4th, and then
in the most non-interesting way, joining the Don Callis family.
Well, not at Wrestle Kingdom 20.
Well, Wrestle Kingdom
20, he joined a little group.
Right.
But in AEW, when he first came in before he got that year penalty, yes, he did join the Don Callis family. But last night, Collision, he's back in AEW and with the Don Callis family again. What do you guys think of Andrade El Idolo's issues with the whole WWE thing? And do you foresee issues happening with Andrade El Idolo in AEW now that he's back? Because he initially wanted to leave AEW to go back to WWE before his contract was up in AEW, the first one. And Tony Khan was like, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and give you your release.
But also at that time, he was still married to Charlotte Flair.
True.
So then he gets back to WWE, and now they're not together. So is that throw a little monkey wrench into the whole thing? Don't know. I think he'll perform better in AEW because he was just going to get washed out in WWE.
Yeah.
So I think it's a smart move to go back to AEW, and whatever penalties and fines, I guess he had the money or Don had the money. They got to figure it out some way.
Good lawyers, my friend.
They got to figure it out some way.
They figured it out somehow.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Andrade, because he seems like they put a little bit of a rock behind him, and then everybody takes it away. But that's been his career too.
That has definitely been his career, not just in AEW, but in WWE as well, and even a few other places that he's wrestled in. It'll be interesting to see what they do, if they do anything special with Andrade El Idolo. Despite the quote-unquote outside issues, right? Inside the ring, he is a hell of a competitor.
Yeah.
One hell of a performer.
I mean, the fake kick and then turn around and hit you in the side of the head with the elbow. he just lays people out.
He does.
I mean, he doesn't hold back.
he doesn't. He does not.
You know, I'm sure that's a pretty stiff shot on everybody.
And you know that back elbow that he delivers, it almost reminds me of Chris Jericho's Judas effect.
Correct.
He stole it.
He
stole the Judas effect.
He really did.
I mean, it is named the Judas effect. It's a betrayal.
Yeah. There you go. There it is. There it is. But speaking of the Don Callis family, this past week on Wednesday's Dynamite, we saw Mark Davis and Jake Doyle, formerly known as Jake something in TNA, and Jake something here in the St. Louis area when he would wrestle for Glory Pro. Those two men tagging up, competing in a four-way number one contender spot for AEW's Tag Team Championships. And in that match, you know, it was those two, the Gates of Agony, the Young Bucks, and Jet Speed. And I believe it was only their first or second time actually teaming up together. Man, I tell you what, I love that combination.
Yeah, you got two really big guys that for some reason can really move.
They can.
You know,
like cats.
When that match was going on, I was actually kind of pulling for the Gates of Agony because I still think let's get the tag belts on those two because they deserve it. But then, you know,
but then here comes Davis and Doyle.
Right. They had something else that, you know, they look like wrestlers.
Sure. Big, burly wrestlers.
Right. That you can't single one of them out and expect to get an easy victory out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But coming out of that match, they are now, because of that victory, they are now the number one contenders to those tag team championships in AEW. And FTR came out, got in the ring, got in the face of Davis and Doyle, and found out probably not the smartest thing to do, because as soon as they put those tag teams in their faces, they were going at each other. I mean, I cannot wait. Will Davis and Doyle win against FTR? I'll be a little bit surprised if they do, but boy, I cannot wait, because that is going to be one heck of a tag team match.
I think you guys your hopes are way too high for any member of the Don Callis family. The Don Jobber family is what they are.
Ooh.
Don Jobber.
Ooh.
They're going to do nothing. They're going to do nothing.
That's sad. He is sad.
If you're not Okada, Kyle Fletcher, or Takeshita, you're doing nothing in that group. You're going to have good matches. Josh Alexander versus Kenny Omega. Guess who's going to lose? Guess who's going to lose?
Kenny Omega?
No.
No. Josh Alexander, that walking weapon.
Sorry to burst your bubbles.
No, I completely agree with you, because you know they do all these wild attacks in the back, and you know they do a number on their opponents during these attacks to where those opponents should not be being able to beat them in the ring after said attacks, and yet they still lose in the ring after those said attacks. It don't make any sense what we're doing here. And the numbers, how many members are there to the Don Callis family now? Like 12? Something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that.
It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. I don't get it. And I think you're right. Outside of Okada, Takeshita, Fletcher, where can these guys go?
Well,
What can they do?
They could go anywhere they want if they got out of the stable. Like, let's take a team off the top of my head, a team like Jet Speed.
Yeah.
I would never expected them to excel the way that they had. I just figured they were going to be another losing team coming out of TNA and the Indies, and now they're trios champions.
Mm-hmm.
They are, and we'll talk about that here in just a few
The Don
minutes.
Callis, I would love to be proven wrong, but the Don Callis family isn't winning tag titles, trios titles, unless you're those three names. They're just not going to do it.
I think unfortunately you're right. I do. Superman, what do you think?
But it goes back to, Kyle going up to Don and say, hey, you got to do something about Okada.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then last night, Takeshita comes to the ring after their win. They did win last night. And Takeshita bypasses Don to go hug Kyle.
Well, maybe they're turning. I hope they all turn and leave that group, every single one of them.
It's not going to happen. I hate to bust your bubble, but I just don't see it happening right now. But later on, at some point this year, maybe in about 6, 7, 8 months or so, I would love to see a civil war go on inside the Don Callis family. That would be cool. I think that would be really, really good.
What do you want to see, though?
Oh, golly. I want to see on one side Lance Archer, that murder hawk, Davis and Doyle and Alexander. Maybe one other.
But why, though? What are they fighting for?
For control inside the family.
Control inside the family.
Control inside the family. Going up against Okada, Fletcher, Takeshita, and maybe one other person, Josh Alexander. Because if you've noticed over these last couple of months, it's really been Okada, Takeshita, Fletcher, Josh Alexander that's been getting the majority of the actual matches going on. We rarely see Lance Archer have a match. Granted, he comes out to the ring with these guys and stuff, but rarely do we see him have a match.
I'm laughing because his tagline is "Everybody dies."
Everybody dies.
Nobody dies, and he loses. Nobody wins.
This is true. This is true.
Like, what are we doing?
Hechicero, we see him quite a bit. He's one of those other ones too that is getting matches, but how often do we see Hechicero actually win and go into a winning streak? Not very often. Not very often. So I'm thinking those that get all the matches against those that don't get as many matches, and we have a civil war. What do you think? Would that intrigue you?
Only if both sides lose.
Both sides lose. There has to be a winner.
Don Callis comes in and takes a screwdriver to each and every single one of them?
They all take it to him. They all take the screwdrivers to Don Callis, and he's never seen again.
Now that would be cool.
So it sounds like we're seeing a DC for life again. Don Callis for life.
Don Callis for life.
No, that's never been a thing. Ever. He was not part of the NWO. Ever.
No, I know, but that's what it's turning. If we do a civil war, that's what we've got.
And on that note, we are up against our second break of the first hour here on Uncensored Wrestling Talk. We're going to go ahead and take it. It's only 3 minutes long. And we'll be right back with more Uncensored Wrestling Talk right here on News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO, our Facebook feeds, and now also on YouTube.
Go to YouTube. Share the feed.
Right after this.
We got your broadcast colleague at auctions, buying or selling, they'll make your dreams come true.
Oh, okay.
Here's commercial property and
Hi, Martin.
development expert.
What's up, Marty?
Oh, it's
How you doing, Bubba?
family business. My dad started the company, and we have been in business a long time. And really, what keeps us in business, I think, is just working with our good customers and clients and the relationships that we're able to build. it's really important to us, our agents, to build that relationship, but provide the service to this here local community.
We are the #1 stop in the region for buying and selling
did a
residential,
search
commercial,
on
and
YouTube
farm
for-
real estate.
what did
We've
I
been
do?
serving the area for more than 40 years, and we do it with pride.
You can reach
Right
us
now,
at,
it says
and
there's
look
3
up
people watching,
all
but I don't know
properties
who
at
the 3 are.
MeyerListings.com.
Me and Martin are 2 of
You can
them.
also call us at
I did a search, I just searched Wrestling Talk by the live filter.
Meyer and Company Real Estate and Auctions,
Number
North Lincoln
7.
Drive in Troy.
We're moving up the list.
636-462-5555.
Number 7 on the live going on YouTube.
7, 8, now
The
we're number
season's
9.
race is over.
It's a roller coaster.
Up and down,
If you ran
up
Miravis
and down.
top soybean fungicide,
It's all good.
you're crossing the finish line
It's
with
just the
more
first day.
stronger
Day one.
stance,
Day
no
one.
regrets. Don't wait until the next green flag drops. Run your beans full throttle next season. Lock in Miravis Top with your retailer now and start next season out front. Always read and follow label instructions.
A minute and a half and we'll be back live on the radio.
At Harvest, every acre
I
tells
think the
the
match of the week was the MJF
That was a good match.
and
Bandito? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Give me more.
That was
Yeah.
a
Give
really
me
good
freaking
match.
more.
lasting corn fungicide.
And with the way he attacked Bandito after the match, I think we are going to see
I think
more.
we're,
But actually, you know what? Actually, I think we're going to see MJF against Brody King next.
yeah, I see that next, but man, you gotta run that one
I
back.
definitely want to run that one back with
Stockyards and
Bandito.
under new ownership.
For sure.
TNA Regional Stockyards will
100%.
be holding sales every Monday at 12 noon for consignment and truck.
That might be the best match of the week.
Yeah, that was my best
Or
match
Dusty
of the
Roberts at 417-298-9755. The Olean Regional Stockyards, same location, 56 Highway FF in Eldon. Our new ownership allows us to make improvements to our facility. while maintaining
35
the
seconds and we're back live on the radio and the show will
I guess the
continue.
question is, how can MJF really keep up matches like
News
that?
Radio KWire. Oh, weather from the Meyer and Company.
'Cause
Real
No,
estate
I sure hope so.
He probably can because
Online
he's
at
on the Roman
MeyerListings.com.
schedule. He's not wrestling for another
Broken
month.
clouds in Troy.
Yeah.
That's how he
Getting down
does
to
it.
11 overnight
Yeah.
tonight. Monday's high.
Very true.
He'll come by and do one of his
Scattered
promos,
clouds
but
likely.
Yeah, because they're already
Temperatures in
saying he's
the
gonna do a
mid-30s
promo
forecast on
next week.
Tuesday.
yeah.
Currently in Troy.
Very
I don't know
true.
how a
In
25-year-old got
15
that
degrees.
deal, but
Perfect
Yeah.
home. Real estate or farm ground. Meyer and Company.
Good on him for getting it.
Online at MeyerListings.com.
Here we go.
Walters.
Mics are going live. Let's turn that bumper music all the way down. We are live inside the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. We're live on our Facebook feeds, the Uncensored Wrestling Talk Facebook page, the radio station's Facebook page, 1280 AM, 105.3 FM, KYRO, and for the first time this morning under our own banner on YouTube. We are live on YouTube, and good morning to everyone that is joining us there on that side of the streams. An awesome feeling to be on YouTube again. Very cool stuff.
yep, Uncensored Wrestling Talk. Just search it. We'll say live. Come in live. Let us know if you want to call in. We'll let you call in. Be live on YouTube and the radio.
And just like on Facebook, after the show is over with, it'll be there on YouTube.
Yes, it'll be there forever.
Be there forever. But unlike on Facebook, you've got 30 days to see that particular show. Because after 30
Right.
days, Facebook side takes things off, which I disagree with. Sorry, Facebook, but I don't like that. I'd rather it be left up there for, for us to see, for everybody to see, because there's some shows that are just super awesome.
Yeah.
Always,
Like the one with Josh
cool.
Mudd.
When we got over 1,700 viewers on, it was pretty awesome.
I was thinking about this last night. We actually had 2 people on that show.
Yes.
And my mom was
And
sitting
your
in
mom
back.
was sitting in the back.
So is my mom
Super
the
fan's mom.
is she part co-owner of the belt?
You're gonna have to take that up with Josh. You're gonna have to take that one up with the champ himself. Sorry, buddy. I'm not stepping on that one. You're not gonna get me. Hey, we kind of briefly touched on it Friday night when we were doing a test run here in the studio. Powerhouse Hobbs AEW contract ended at midnight on Wednesday night. Going into that, he was still the Trios champion with Shibata and with Samoa Joe. And with Shibata out with injury, Hook was stepping into his place, and the three of them were going to have a championship match against Jet Speed and Hangman Adam Page. And when it was put out there that Powerhouse Hobbs' contract was up at midnight, I was like, well, there you go. We've got brand new champions in Jet Speed and Hangman Adam Page, and lo and behold, that's exactly what happens. So my question now to you guys, because the rumors are very, very heavy right now, that he is moving on over to WWE. Do you guys think he does that?
I think it's going to be whether or not we see him. If we don't see him, say in 2 or 3 weeks, then I'm probably going to go, yeah, he's on his way. Because generally they try to leave a month, 2 months before they make an appearance over at another.
Not always.
But
not always. Unless there's a 90-day no-compete clause in their contract. Not always.
Yeah. It'd be
and I
I
don't think Tony Khan does that to too many wrestlers on his side of stuff, to be quite honest.
Does what in particular?
The 90-day no-compete clause. Because if you remember, like with Andrade El Idolo, when he left AEW, it was basically that same week he showed up on SmackDown in WWE.
Idolo's a weird case, ain't he? It's weird.
He is a weird case. I grant you that. But still, my point, do you think he jumps into WWE? But also, do you think that he should he start out in NXT, or should he be just go ahead and brought up to the main roster?
Hobbs should not go to NXT. Absolutely not. He's a star on TNT. You don't need to send him to NXT, your C show. No. But Paul and Michael Higginbottom always have different ideas.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes they hit. Sometimes they miss. I gotta ask you.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley in the WWE is, you've said in the past, is your favorite female wrestler on the main roster.
No, I give that to
WWE.
Natalia, but Rhea is the most popular and one of my favorites.
Okay. With Jordan Grace being brought up
she's
to
up there.
the main roster now, does she take over that spot of either Rhea Ripley or Natalia for you?
I don't know. That's a tough question for old HD. I don't know.
If she wins the championship.
Oh,
What?
man.
What?
Well, they're setting it up.
They are setting it up.
Jade and-
They're setting her up to lose,
See,
unfortunately.
that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying what? Because I'm not happy about that part. I'm really not. Why are you going to put her directly into a program with the women's champion just to have her lose?
Yeah, I'm nervous.
I'm not happy about that.
I'm nervous about that.
Now,
It's
if
what she did in NXT. Challenged all the champions, lost every time. Go to
This is
WWE,
true.
challenge the champion, lose again.
this is
I don't know
true,
what they're doing with her. I'm glad she's on SmackDown, but I don't know what they're doing with her.
if she wins the WWE Women's Championship from Jade Cargill, number one, I'm going to get up on the roof and I'm going to yell up and down and jump up and down because I'm going to be so that excited about it. But what does that say about Jade Cargill and her run that she's having? Because she hasn't had but what, one defense? Maybe two at the most?
I mean, yes, what you're saying are legit concerns, but this is what they do now. Everybody gets to be on the Roman schedule.
I don't like it.
or the Brock schedule.
No. That's not cool.
That's what they do. So now Jade can be a
Defend.
long
You know what? We need to go
champion.
back. We need to go back to the days of defend your championship every 30 days or lose it.
Oh no, that ain't happening.
I know, but I'm saying we need to.
When you have PLEs where there's only 5 matches on the card and not every champion is featured, it's not happening.
He's always busting my bubble,
I know.
man.
I know.
But if they're doing events every week, I mean, you could still have them do. It doesn't have to be a PLE to. I mean, shoot, they just changed the championship on SmackDown.
Triple H has this idea that as long as you just tease and then tease some more and then tease some more, then it's good television. That's what he thinks.
Jimmy Harris Jr. on the Facebook side of stuff coming in and saying good morning. Well, good morning to you as well. But let's get back real quick to Jet Speed and Hangman Adam Page defeating the Ops for the Trios Championships earlier this week. What do you guys think of that? And do you think they're going to be good Trios champions in this?
Swerve should have been involved at minimum so that Hangman and Swerve could be champions together. But I'm very indifferent about them being tag team with Hangman and Jet Speed together. It's weird. I don't know.
I don't see it lasting that long. But some of the kind of stuck out of during that match. Mike Bailey did a move on the apron where he backflipped and his knees. He's hit him in the face.
He's doing the knee thing almost every match, and more often than times he's missing and landing straight on his knees on the floor sometimes.
Now
I don't know what he's doing that
but he hit Powerhouse Hobb directly in the face.
He did. And that sucker hurt.
Yeah.
You could see it on his face. You know, I think Darby Allin takes way more risks than Speedball Mike Bailey, but Speedball, he takes some serious risks though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost right up there with Darby Allin, and every time I see them doing those type of moves, I'm thinking, oh my God, don't mess up. Oh my God, don't mess up. Number one. And number two, it's like, my God, they're shortening their careers every single time that they do these crazy maneuvers. Man, I just don't know how long they can last doing all this. What do you guys think?
No, I mean, they're pulling out some stuff that they probably should save for a PLE or something. But doing it every week, it one, it gets a little too dangerous, and two, you better make sure you're hitting it.
You know, for a couple of years in AEW, for the first couple of years, it was almost like it was spot after spot after spot after spot, right? Super kick after super kick after super kick. Crazy risk take move over and over and over again. Then it settled down, and it feels like that for the last 3 or 4, maybe 5 months or so in AEW, granted their matches have been a lot better as a whole in AEW. I've really have started to re-enjoy AEW's product, but it feels like they're reverting back to when they were doing all those spots, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. I guess you can call me an old wrestling fan now, but you got to make it make sense.
Right. If you're doing spot after spot after spot, you're not
don't make sense.
You're not telling a story
Absolutely
to
not.
bring the fans along with you. You know,
unless you're 20 years old and you're an AEW mark that doesn't know anything yet, and they're googing and gogging over it.
Right.
And because they're googling and gogging over it, they keep doing it more and more and more. Somebody grab a hold of these damn fans and smarten them up.
That's what we're doing.
HD, did you
There
like
you
the
go.
ending of that match? How the Trios Championship match ended?
Go through it.
So basically, chaos is ensuing. Samoa Joe gets Hangman into the rear naked choke. Shibata puts one on Speedball Mike Bailey, leaving just Powerhouse Hobbs and Kevin Knight to go at it.
Mhm.
And Kevin Knight rolls him up for a pin.
Just a schoolboy pin.
It was a schoolboy pin, yes. But while the other two were being choked out. And the other two thought, oh, it's just Hobbs is going to just wipe him out.
Schoolboys are not a way to end a wrestling match.
I didn't say that again.
It's the most unentertaining.
But you didn't like the fact that the other two were being occupied and submitting?
If they're being occupied and they're held back, do a finishing move on them and then pin them 1, 2, 3. Roll-ups.
If Marty is still in the YouTube channel, I would
Check
love
out
to
Marty.
see what his thoughts are on the schoolboy pin. I'm interested to know what he thinks of that.
Should be banned.
HD Daniel says the schoolboy pin should be banned.
Schoolboy, crucifix, Lamahi straw, ban them
Oh, you
all.
don't like the crucifix either?
I don't like ending matches that way. It's so uninteresting.
Wow. Wow.
It's you're just watching, a classic wrestling match. This is when it sucks. You're watching a classic wrestling match, two guys going at it. It's 50-50 the whole time. We're at like minute 15, and then you realize, oh, they don't want either person to win or lose this match, so they're going to do a roll-up. And what does a roll-up do? It protects both people. There might as well not even be a winner whatsoever. And then you can, oh, he slipped on a banana peel and he got a schoolboy.
Just take it to a time limit draw then, right?
It's so pointless, so completely pointless.
Hey, we've got about a minute and 20 seconds before we are done with the first hour. We get to the top of the hour news. We'll be back at 6 after for hour number 2 on all of our platforms. Real quick,
Martin
again,
says anticlimactic.
Anticlimactic. That's a good word. That's a good couple of words for that schoolboy pin. I agree, 100%. Again, we are live on Facebook. We're live on the radio. We're live on YouTube now as well. It's so doggone exciting. And here in about 40 seconds, we're going to go to the top of the hour news. When we come back, hey, we're going to continue talking everything going on in the world of professional wrestling from this past week, to include last night's, Genesis from TNA. AAA had an event as well. And we're also going to talk about next week's Saturday night's main event. And that's turning out to be, it might be a must-see. It might be a must-see on this one. Got a 4-way going on for the number 1 contendership. You've got a huge fight between Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu and some other stuff going on too. So we'll talk about all that in hour number 2 after the top of the hour.
Welcome to Heartland.
Fox News, I'm Jack Callahan. Minnesota's Governor Walz mobilizing the state's National Guard as anti-ICE protests continue. Deputy U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche telling Fox News Sunday.
Instead of going after ICE officers, what should be happening is local leaders should be sending law enforcement out to stop the
Hey, Marty, can you let us know how it sounds?
for doing nothing except for their job.
1,500 active duty U.S. military troops based in Alaska have been put on standby for possible deployment to Minnesota. An emergency meeting of European Union ambassadors in Brussels today discussing President Trump's new tariffs on 8 NATO countries that don't support American control of Greenland. Fox's Madeline Rivera reports the president posted on social media.
This tariff will be due and payable until such time as a deal is reached for the complete and total purchase of Greenland.
The tariffs will reach 25% June 1st if there's no deal by then. America is listening to Fox News.
Clever on Guthman's part, but then the ref walks over to the court. Hey, he didn't tap out. Like, what are you doing?
Welcome to the most wonderful time of the year, when millions of Americans open their credit card statements, scream in terror, and start looking for new ways to save money. If that's you, why not cut your wireless bill in half with a saver plan from Pure?
There was no tap
You'll get
out.
unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on a super fast 5G network for just $20 a month. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you switch in minutes. Again, talk, text, and data for just $20 a month.
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
If Gunther wants to secretly tap just to get the guy off of him, fine, make that part of his
Right.
This is why I have life
But don't
insurance.
make the refs
My-
look like a dummy.
My wife, for kids.
God, I hate
The best
that.
place to
I
get
hate
life
that so
insurance
much.
is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no
So many
medical
different
exam,
ways
no
you can
blood
play
test,
that angle.
just a few health questions. Get life insurance in
And
10
you don't
minutes.
think they played it right.
Family.
No, I don't.
Do you like the angle of doing it?
If Gunther wants to continue
Ethos.com
doing that, that's fine.
Mike.
I'm Stuart Varley, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Whenever there's
A choppy
like,
trading session with stocks
they don't
ending
ever
lower,
say
uncertainty
this
over the
on
next
commentary.
Fed chair
Whenever
weighing
there's, like,
on markets on a weekly
an
basis. The major
interference
averages
in the-
closed in the
let's say
red
the
after a
market
week
goes
packed with
down, and
geopolitical
there's
and
a
policy
submission
developments.
multiplied.
Bond yields jumped
The
after
yield
President
popped,
Trump
but
hinted
the
that he may
announcers
keep
never
National
actually
Economic
say,
Council Director Kevin
"He's just
Hassett a
adamant
top
to get
contender
the guy
for
off
Fed
of
chair in his current job. Investors
Like, he
are
just
concerned
wants you
that
to get
former
off
Fed
of it
Governor
so he
Kevin
can
Warsh would potentially
And then,
get
they
the
do
job,
whole
and he
fake
is viewed by
arm
some as
race
less
thing.
aggressive
He did
than
not
Hassett
cap,
would
just
be in
wanted you to
terms
get
of
off
pushing
of
for interest
Right.
rate cuts. The
They
Dow
never
down 83 points, the
say that.
Nasdaq lower
So
by
if they wanna start
15,
saying
S&P
that-
500 down 4. Shares of Novo
Yeah, 'cause
Nordisk popped
they have to sell
9%
it
after
with
the maker of the
everything else.
Wegovy obesity treatment said sales of its oral weight loss pill, which became available earlier this month, got off to a strong start.
But I
That's your
also
Fox
think
Business
AJ
Report. I'm
overplayed
Hillary
it at the
Barsky,
end.
invested in you.
Kind of just sitting there in the ring looking up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy podcast. Join me every Tuesday as we cover the full range of topics that are on your mind and speak with some brilliant, talented, thoughtful women and men who have excelled in their respective fields and careers. Plus, every Thursday, it's your turn. You get to be the lawyer and you get to ask the questions about whatever is foremost on your mind.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Out and about once again in Troy, Missouri. South Lincoln Drive means Country State of Mind Designs. I'm talking with Lisa today. There's a saying that goes, if your business doesn't have a sign, there's no sign of your business.
That's correct.
So Country State of
It
Mind
always makes me
Designs
wonder,
does
okay,
so much more than just signs. But that's the main
wins
thrust of
there.
things, right? You're trying to help the
You build it
visibility of
towards
local businesses
WrestleMania that they
to
keep
ensure their viability.
We thrive on helping you guys be noticeable and recognizable. We can do
Yeah, but
anything from
AJ
light
already
signs,
lost, so
flat
now you-
signs,
But AJ
vehicle
wins there.
graphics, shirts.
You guys have a lot more to
And
offer
then
than just signs.
We
He's
do
on
embroidery
top, but
here. We
then
also have the
traffic
newest
comes
and
back
latest
at him
t-shirt
when
with
he
the direct to
decides
film
to
printer. We actually print
retire.
in-house.
You guys have a great website at countrystayofminddesigns.com. And if somebody wants to
I
talk
think
about
that
an
is the
upcoming
direction they're
project,
going,
Lisa, how do they get a hold of you?
636-775-1117.
I don't
Or they
know.
can email us at
I don't know if I can right
csmdesigns.troy@gmail.com.
Out and about in Troy, Missouri at Country State of Minds at 139 South Lincoln Drive.
Right.
Come see Lisa and the whole staff today.
WWE is so hard for me.
WWE right now is really hard to watch.
Denver
It took me
Broncos
3
quarterback Bo
times
Nix will miss the rest of the
to get this
playoffs
wrong.
after
Yeah.
breaking a bone
3
in
times
his
I had
ankle
to
in
turn it
overtime
off
of
just
yesterday's
because there was
33-30
that I
win
wanted to
over
do,
the Buffalo
but
Bills.
sit and
Jarrett
watch.
Stidham will take over as the Broncos starting quarterback. The Bills, by the
I mean,
way,
it's
are
sad
the first team in
how
NFL
bad
history to lose by
in
3 points or less in the
creativity
playoffs
or
in 3 consecutive
whatever
seasons.
is just
On
in the
Saturday
throat
night,
right
the
now.
San Francisco
It's so
49ers
predictable
crushed
that you're
by the
sitting there
Seattle
going,
Seahawks,
okay.
41-6.
And now we got 3
Seattle's
hours of
Rashid
SmackDown
Shaheed
to try and
returned
sit
the opening kickoff, 95 yards for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker of Seattle ran for 116 with 5 touchdowns.
It's awful.
Also Saturday night, the Atlanta Falcons hired former Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski as their new head coach. ESPN reports the Steelers
About 35
expect to speak
seconds before we're
with
back
Mike
live on the
McCarthy
radio.
about their head coaching job.
News Radio KWire. Weather from the Meyer.
Good old
Company
Erica
Real Estate
Walters.
and Auctions Weather Center
What's she
online
doing?
at MeyerListings.com. Broken clouds
cold.
in Troy.
She's very
10
cold.
overnight tonight. Monday's high will be in the lower 20s. Scattered clouds likely. Temperatures in the mid-30s forecast on Tuesday. Currently in Troy, it's 18. In Wentzville, it's 17 degrees.
She got it right.
You got it right?
Perfect homes, commercial real estate, or
18
farm
feels
ground.
like
Meyer
19.
and Company Real Estate and Auctions online at MeyerListings.com. I'm
How
Erica
can it
Walters.
be 18 and feels like 19?
And here we go. I don't know. It's just what it says on there. Mics are going live. Yep, we're back. Hour number 2, Uncensored Wrestling Talk. We are live inside the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. We're also live on our Facebook feeds, the Uncensored Wrestling Talk Facebook page, as well as the radio stations page. You can find that one at 1280 AM, 105.3 FM, KYRO. HD Daniels, our first morning show on YouTube as well.
Yeet.
How can they find that?
Uncensored Wrestling Talk. Search. You press search, and then you press.
Yeah, you press.
And then you press play.
And then you press play. And we're also on X now.
At UW Talk KYRO.
And then also, Superfan, we have got a Discord channel as well.
Uncensored Wrestling Talk Show.
We are moving up in the world.
There's plenty of ways to get in touch with us and
There
contact
is.
us and join the chat, join the fun.
Every day that ends in Y has some sort of wrestling event going on. There is something going on. And you know what? We're always in there. We're always there talking amongst each other and with everybody that's in the Discord channel. So join us. Join us on everything because we are having so much fun. Well, let's see here. Thursday night, guys. Thursday night was a big night for Total Nonstop Action's Impact show. For it was the first show, Thursday night, on their brand new TV home of AMC.
Yes.
The movie channel. The American movie channel. How did you guys think that show went on their first night?
I was going to let you go first, so I have the same reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for more. To be honest, I was wanting more.
Isn't that a good thing when they leave you wanting more?
Not on your first show on a new network. You come out guns blazing.
Right.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think they kind of dropped the ball a little bit.
Okay.
It was typical TNA, like no matter what they do, something goes wrong. And the show starts with no music because their music was down or something.
Ooh.
And then AJ Styles, here comes AJ Styles, the house that AJ Styles built. Dead silence because his music wouldn't play.
That's not good.
No.
That's not a good way to start
I
off.
was just sitting back laughing, like, seriously, TNA, seriously? Seriously?
Did we not practice stuff before?
And then just...
Do you think it's because Scott D'Amore's not there anymore?
I don't know. He had those kind of problems when Scott D'Amore was there, but Scott D'Amore's creative was so much better. Just the way the show ran, and all-around product was better with him. I'm not a fan of whatever Carlos Silva has been doing lately at all.
Mm-hmm.
Bending over for Triple H, basically.
Pretty much. Pretty much. What did you think of AJ Styles' appearance on TNA itself? Did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it because what I hope is that it sets up a future match. Him and Kazarian were backstage and teased.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it was a tease that they could face each other, which I really, really hope happens.
Absolutely. And then, he had a talk, AJ Styles, had a talk with Mike Santana as well, because Mike Santana and Frankie Kazarian was going to have a main event match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship on that night. And he told Santana that he wanted him to kick Kazarian's backside.
Yep.
And wow. I think that is going to. I think we're going to get at least a couple of matches out of AJ Styles on TNA this year before he quote unquote retires. Yeah. But I'm psyched about seeing him and Frankie Kazarian go at it inside a TNA ring.
Former members of the Fortune 4.
That's right.
I see nothing but good things that can happen from that. And it's different than someone like Trick Williams coming over. This is AJ freaking Styles coming over to help your company get more of a spotlight.
For sure. 100%. Superman?
Something I was thinking about, and we're on this road where AJ's going to retire, but Would it be interesting to see if he actually took over creativity in TNA after he retires?
Ooh.
He says some weird things, this guy over here.
He really
I know.
he does say some weird things, but then some other things he says makes you scratch your head and go, that might not be so bad.
I don't.
And AJ Styles being in creative for TNA.
I don't really know how his creative mind works, if it's good. I mean, he's a great wrestler, but I don't know if that means he's really creative.
There's only one way to find out.
Right.
And that's just to throw him in there and start doing it, right?
Yes.
So maybe we'll see that. I wouldn't lay money on it.
No, I mean, but it's just, again, my feeling on TNA is it just needs to be better. It's hard for me to get behind it again with the product that they're putting out.
Okay.
On their first show on a brand new cable network, WWE does a good job of this. They'll say like, here's AJ Styles. He was the face of the company for X amount of years, which I think they did. I'll give them credit there. But then the next match, I don't even remember what the next thing was. Who are these people? What is this match?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it important? Why is... Oh man, what were their names? Why were those people beating down the Hardy Boys? Explain that to us.
The Righteous Brothers?
The Righteous Brothers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Why is this happening? Who are the Hardy Boys? They did none of that. None of that. And then when they had
the
their
Hardy Boys, they're counting on everybody knowing who the Hardy Boys is.
They shouldn't.
And who doesn't know who the Hardy Boys is, though?
People watching AMC on a Thursday night at 7 o'clock who have
A
never
casual
heard.
fan who's never watched wrestling before.
Yeah. Or like they did a terrible job at this when Sonya Deville made her debut. They were like, "Oh my gosh, it's Daria Ray." Okay, who is that?
Before showing who she was, they said that.
So like the music played, Daria Ray comes out like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's here."
And then the camera
Who is it? Who is it?
Pans to her.
Who are we talking about? Who is
Yeah.
this person? And then she herself cuts her promo and she's like, "I have managed wrestling companies in the past." You have? Who are you? Can you tell us who you are, please?
Well.
And then she says, "I signed the first female under my reign." And out comes Cora Jade or Elena Black. And the announcers go, "Oh my gosh, she's here!" Who are you?
And just stood at the top of the ramp, and that was it.
I was like, guys, this is
I would
really
have
bad.
much rather have seen her come down and attack someone, or something along those kind of lines for her debut.
Sure.
And make an impact on Impact and Impact's first night on AMC. Make an impact. I get what you're saying. I do. I dig it. I can dig it. Hey, concerning the question that I asked about for Marty when we went to break about the sound on YouTube, did he respond?
Marty, can you hear us?
Hopefully he's still in there listening and watching.
But you're talking about people announcing themselves. Just on Saturday night, the Rascals showed up, and they did a great promo of who they were.
Yeah.
So we now know who the Rascals are on AEW.
True.
Compared to what they did on TNA, it's just.
I mean,
like you said.
I've seen people blame the lackluster effort of TNA on all the visa issues, like they had to redo a couple of matches that they had planned with Leon Slater and other people who couldn't come over.
Right.
But still,
I think Leon Slater's actually injured. Or something.
No,
something
he wrestled
happened.
on SmackDown.
Right.
But I think he got injured though.
Oh, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but he could not come to America. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so maybe his visa was
Yeah.
messed up or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay. I mean that makes sense.
The women's match, the women's knockouts title match was
Mhm.
redone because of the same reason.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But even so, like that's not really much of an excuse to just put on the product you put on. I don't know.
Well, you brought up a name a little bit ago. Carlos De Silva, the owner of TNA. I didn't understand this move. During the evening, on the show.
Marty can hear you, unfortunately.
Good, thank you. He comes out and he introduces the former owner of Total Nonstop Action.
My favorite
Wrestling,
owner.
Dixie Carter.
Yes.
Why? What was the point of that?
Just to say hi, she's here.
Again, why?
I don't know.
Are we doing something with her? Future-wise?
I think it was more or less one of those events. You know how WWE will put on, let's just say WrestleMania. I know this wasn't WrestleMania, but they'll say, hey, look who's in the crowd. Today's a big day. It's WrestleMania. We got Mark Henry in the audience. Yay, Mark Henry's here. It's one of those things.
So they could have done that.
Uh-huh.
Had her just sitting in the front row and waving.
Well, they did that with all the celebrities. Did you see the backlash on that?
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about it.
So, I don't even remember their names. There were a couple AMC actors that were there to just say, hey, it's a big day. AMC's here supporting another AMC show. There were a couple of YouTube stars I've never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
In front of 1,000 empty seats.
Yeah, real good production. Real good production there. You would think, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but you would think after the first year in this working relationship with the WWE and the WWE coming over, and we've seen it, them working with them on their production stuff, because during the last year, their wrestling was good, the production was good, the product was solid. Was it the greatest? Not really. But it was making steps. And it seemed like on AMC, their first night, they took 1,000 steps backwards on all kinds of different things. And more so to do with the production of things.
Which is surprising because if they're being backed by WWE, you would think that is the one area
Exactly, that's what my point is.
They should be on top of it.
Mm-hmm. You would think. You would hopefully, knock on wood, they get better.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Hopefully they get better on this because, man, whew, I'm wondering, and I haven't had the chance. I've been so busy. I haven't had the chance to see what their numbers were and what their rating was for Thursday night.
Not that it means anything, but I think Cage Match gave them a terrible rating. Awful. Like 1.2 or something.
1.2 million people watched?
No, like their rating.
As
Like,
far as
No, I mean the actual
the viewers.
TV ratings. I'm talking
Yeah.
the TV ratings themselves.
Sure.
I would like to know, I would like to find out, I would like to see what the actual final numbers, quote unquote, were of people watching compared to what it was the week before just on Access. And see if there was a big jump in numbers or not. I think we're eventually going to see numbers grow on AMC if their product can get better, but we'll see. And
if you want to start off slow, they did.
they started off slow, that's for sure.
I mean, they had a good main event. Main event
The
is
main event was awesome.
Yeah, the only good thing in my opinion. Of
The
whole
main
show.
event was totally awesome, I thought. But let's talk about that main event. Mike Santana versus Frankie Kazarian for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And I had the feeling that Mike Santana was going to recapture that championship. And by golly, he did.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a good, solid back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. It wasn't predictable at all, which I enjoy those type of matches a lot more than predictable ones.
Yeah.
For sure. But did that match save the night for TNA? That's the real question.
Did it save the night? I mean, I don't think they're going to get canceled, so.
Well, no, they're not going to get canceled. It's their first night. But I'm saying saving the night from all the quote-unquote bad stuff
No,
that had
because
happened.
everybody keeps talking about the other bad stuff.
And see, and that's a shame because that match was so good.
It was. I mean, I'm sitting
So
here,
good.
I'm not thinking about that match right now. I'm thinking about that segment with the Elegance brand and how terrible it was.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to turn the
I
channel.
know, that was a complete channel changer. The first
really
night,
was.
the first night on a new cable network, and you do that crap. Hey,
Yeah. And now there's an Elegance man as
Yeah.
well. Come on.
it was just terrible.
And then they have them win the tag team championships from the Inspiration.
Which I hear they're out too.
Right, I hear they're
Yeah,
gone.
their contract ended Thursday night, and rumor is that they're going to be going back over to the WWE as well. So here comes the change back to the Iconics, and we'll see what WWE does with them. Man, that a lot of folks jumping ship.
There is, but however, I mean, I think we could transition. Did you guys watch Genesis last night?
I got to see bits and pieces.
Yeah, it was much more enjoyable than the show, but it was just match after match, which TNA does a good job of putting on matches.
Sure.
So.
Absolutely. You know, one of those matches that I do want to focus on, because on January the 4th, we saw Hiroshi Tanahashi's retirement match. Don't bring him up. I don't want to hear his name from December. But I said a couple
wasn't
weeks
going
ago,
to, and he-
I'm just putting it out there.
He's talking
I'm
about-
just putting it out there. But I had said that this was going to be the year of the retirements. And it's starting to come to fruition because those that have watched wrestling for a while will know who Fandango is.
Fandango.
Or Dongo, or Johnny Curtis, that some of us know him as, or JDC. This was his retirement match from Genesis as he took on fellow the System member, Eddie Edwards. And I thought that was a great match. Man, what a way to go out the way that Dongo did.
I mean, I think he can hold his head high that he put on a solid final performance.
Absolutely.
He was solid.
Absolutely. Now, he did say Thursday night on Impact that next week's Impact, he'll be back out there to introduce a brand new member to the system to join Eddie Edwards and Moose and the rest of them that are in the system. I'm quite intrigued to see who this new person, this new member is going to be.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Is there any part of you that thinks it's a swerve and he's not retiring and he's going to turn? I was wondering that the whole night.
I was kind of wondering that myself as well, yeah. But, I don't know, maybe become the manager of the system, something along those lines. But I just hope he doesn't pull a McFoley or whomever you want to throw in
And
there.
just keep on retiring.
Yeah. But again, with Impact at the end of the night, you know, we saw Nick Nemeth come out, and he was named the special guest referee for the TNA World Championship match, which was a rematch from Thursday night. Mike Santana now defending that championship against Frankie Kazarian in a Texas death match. And that was a barn burner and a half. I enjoyed that too. Did you get to see that one?
Yep. I watched the whole show last night. I enjoyed it overall. It was a nice night of wrestling matches. It didn't knock my socks off or anything, but it was wrestling that I enjoyed watching.
It was a solid card.
Yeah.
It was a solid card. It was a solid start to the year as far as PLEs go for TNA, I think. And I think it was much better than and it should be, don't get me wrong, it should be. It was better than Impact.
Yes.
But boy, I definitely want to see Impact get a lot better. And from what the rumors are, that roster for TNA is going to start flipping real a lot coming over the next coming weeks.
That's been my problem. That's what's made me avoid TNA lately.
Is the roster
Is
flipping?
the past couple of years, I always give Nick Aldis as an example. When he left NWA, I thought that was a really big deal.
Mm-hmm.
That
And it was.
Whatever happened there between Nick and Billy was like really awful, so bad that he left the NWA. Now he's in TNA, where he was, Magnus was born there and all that stuff. He comes to Bound for Glory and he leaves immediately afterwards. I was really disappointed, and ever since then, I have no faith that anybody's actually gonna
Stick around.
Yeah, like Nick
Except for
Aldis,
Moose.
right?
And Eddie Edwards.
I mean, Nick Aldis could have been a savior for TNA in certain ways. He could have been a solid staple to work there, and then he just leaves.
For sure.
Well, what are they doing? They're not trying to keep him. They obviously didn't offer him enough money.
Yeah. Well, last night Mike Santana defeated Frankie Kazarian to retain that championship match, or in that championship match. But what happened with Nick Nemeth in this match?
So Nick Nemeth attempted to cash in, and Santana stopped him. So match is over. Santana's celebrating, still the champion. Zigzag. Come on, ref, I'm going to cash in. Santana says, no, you're not. Knocks him down. Show over.
Anticlimactic.
It was a tease. I mean, we've seen that with Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So now the trophy cash-in tease continues.
Well, we are way past our first break here in the second hour. We're going to go ahead and take that real quick. But when we come back, I want to get HD's thoughts some more on TNA Genesis from last night, because the tag team championships were also on the line. And we'll get his thoughts right after this here on Uncensored Wrestling Talk.
Outfitters. Check us out on Facebook or stop by at 203 Main Street in Winfield. 636-358-0992.
Bag huge savings with Menards, 15% off bag sale. Peak 50/50 and a free component.
35 seconds right now.
It's compatible with all vehicles. Pick up a 1-gallon jug of Peak 50/50 and a free component for
Yeah,
$6.99
59%,
after you put it in the bag.
which isn't bad.
Now through
Not bad.
January 24th.
Yeah.
Plus, get 15% off
That is
everything.
not
in the
bad
bag.
at all.
See store for complete details.
Trax Pizza, outstanding pizza, sandwiches, and
When I
pasta,
first
dining,
brought it
carry
in
out, or
here,
delivery.
it
Open
was like
Friday at 3
within
p.m.
just a
Order
couple of
online at
minutes, it was already down like
TraxPizzaCompany.com. Call 264-8600 or
It's
come
not a
see us
brand
on
new
Main Street in
phone or
historic
anything.
downtown Winfield. Trax Pizza,
Getting the job
264-8600.
Hey, it's getting the job done. That's all can be asked for. And we're back live. And we're back live inside the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO, also on our Facebook feeds, as well as YouTube now.
We got old Aiden Riley in the YouTube chat.
All day, Aiden Riley, the biggest little dog.
Bark, 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 bark,
Oh,
bark,
good
bark.
Lord.
And I quote.
He's poking the bear again.
Can't wait to show
It's
the
not poking the bear,
Hey,
it's
I'm
poking the
quoting,
dog.
I'm quoting a tag team champion here. Okay? Can't wait to show the soldiers in Fort Leonard Wood what a real warrior in the heat of battle looks like, aka me.
Ooh. Ooh.
End quote.
Speaking of which, he's right. We are going to the Davidson Fitness Center at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri on February the 28th. It sounds like he wants to get in some action there at the Davidson Fitness Center. And we're also going to have the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Silas Mason, in action. The Manager of Champions, Aaron Stevens, is going to be there, as well as the former NWA World Television Champion and the former NWA World League Heavyweight Champion, the first person to actually wear Harley's crown.
Yes, sir.
Carson Drake. Get your tickets, HarleyRace.com. Keep an eye on HarleyRace.com for when those tickets do go on sale. and you're gonna want to get them as quickly as possible because those are going to go boom, gone.
Yep.
Fast.
Yeah, Emily Williams is in the chat and watching. I'm sure she wanted to go see Carson Drake. She's becoming a big fan of Carson Drake.
She's becoming a big fan of Carson Drake, and you haven't set her straight.
You know, I
Come on,
teach
Dad.
everybody to go live your life, and if you want to root for somebody, whether you like them or not.
Whether we like him or not. Not whether she likes him or not, because she already loves. She already does.
Right.
Right? He hasn't set her straight, though.
How can you be a big fan of Carson?
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. How can you be?
Right.
Unless she's blinded by beauty.
By beauty? Woo! Okay, then.
I don't know. He thinks of highly of
H.D.
himself.
Daniel says there's beauty in Carson.
He thinks he's beauty. I said it came out wrong.
TNA World Tag Team Championships, H.D. Daniels.
Yes.
On the line, the Hardys, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, going up against the Righteous, Vincent and Dutch. What'd you think of that match?
I thought the Hardy Boys should have lost.
Really?
But they did not.
Really?
I think it's time. They've been champions for a fairly long amount of time. A few months.
A very, very long time, like a half a year at least.
And I have nothing against the Hardys. In my opinion, Jeff Hardy is one of the staples of that company, but now it's time to let another tag team have a reign. Jeff Hardy will always be Jeff Hardy.
This is true. This is very true.
I felt like after the attack on Impact, the Righteous should have won, but no, they unfortunately
It was
lost.
Retribution. That's what it was.
Retribution?
Yeah, for the
Oh,
Hardys.
you're right, the Hardy. I thought you were talking about Mustafa Ali's old group on SmackDown.
Oh, no. Man, you're way out there in left field today, HD Daniels. What is going on with you?
I don't know.
Whew. Anything else from TNA's Genesis from last night that you want to comment on?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, he said.
Fortunately, that's what TNA is right now. Not necessarily.
Yikes.
Hashtag.
Yikes.
Total not necessarily action wrestling.
Wow. Wow. HD Daniels is harsh this morning inside the studio.
I think it's all the roll-ups.
I think the cold got to his brain.
Yeah, you guys are just you're triggering me.
Triggering him.
Talking about roll-ups and TNA mismanagement.
Well, I'm about to trigger him again.
All
here in
right,
just a
let's
second.
go.
We're going to talk about Dirty Dom.
Triple A last night had an event on YouTube. Three different matches. All three matches I thought were pretty doggone solid. 6-man tag team action. Nino Hamburguesa, La Parca, who I absolutely love. Mr. Iguana, I wish somebody would stick a knife in that iguana. They defeated Abismo Negro, Taurus, and Hysteria in a very solid trios match. The AAA Reina de Reinas Championship, or the Women's Championship, was on the line as Flamer, the champion, took on Lady Shani, and Flamer retained that championship. But then in the AAA Mega Championship #1 contenders match, did either one of you guys see any of this action going on?
No, sir.
El Hijo del Vikingo went up against El Grande Americano.
And
Maybe I missed something along the line somewhere here, but it seems that the crowds, plural, in AAA have been cheering like crazy for El Grande Americano.
What they're doing down there is nonsensical.
Speak on it, my brother.
They're cheering on a gimmick that's flat out making fun of them. Flat out. We're gonna make fun of your culture in front of your face. Here he is.
They are.
His name is Americano, and he gets cheered.
And I can understand why El Hijo del Vikingo has turned to the dark side, going against El Grande Americano, because El Grande Americano, as you said, is making fun
Straight
of
up.
their culture.
That is like, if you defined who that character is, he is making fun of Lucha Libre, and he's getting over for nobody can explain why. And then they cheer on people like Dominic. I don't know what they're doing in Mexico, but the
Someone's
water.
in the water?
Yeah.
Well, in this match, El Hijo del Vikingo, he defeats El Grande Americano with help from Omos, right? And afterwards, they're about to do a serious number on Americano. When all of a sudden, Rey Mysterio comes running down to the ring with a kendo stick, holding off Omos and Vikingo to make the save for El Grande Americano.
I mean, didn't
What the heck is
didn't
going
they-
on here?
Didn't they go at each other not a few months ago in WWE?
Rey Mysterio and Grande Americano. Yes.
Oh, there was a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Against the
That
shorter.
was last year.
The
but-
shorter Americano.
You mean there's more than one?
No, well, there's 3 Americanos.
He has definitely
Right now.
He has definitely gotten taller. I don't know if he's going through puberty. or
Taller
something.
and skinnier and
I'll just say the shorter one. At WrestleMania was
at
the shorter.
WrestleMania.
The younger-
only one.
the younger one.
No, wait a minute. The only one at WrestleMania from last year at the time.
Yes.
Because now there's 3 of them.
Yes.
Just saying.
What are their names?
And those 3 are different than the one that was at WrestleMania last year. Just saying.
Are you sure?
I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm really not crazy here.
I
I'm not
still don't
saying-
know who's underneath the mask.
Oh my God, somebody. Good Lord have mercy, man. This guy. But it doesn't make any sense to me. It's one of
So
those
Rey
things.
Mysterio came down to save Americano from a
Mhm.
beatdown of Vikingo and who?
And Omos. The big,
Oh, I know who
tall,
Omos,
7'5" freaking giant.
And he fought off Vikingo?
With a kendo stick. He
But-
brought it into the ring, smacked the mat a couple of times,
But
and
even
Vikingo and Omos was like, "Oh, we
I
don't
gotta-
want none of you," and got
Yeah,
out of the ring.
I'm gonna have to look this up because Americano even teams with Dominic sometimes.
Yes,
Okay, what's Ray doing? He's off his rocker.
he is. That's what I'm saying. What are they doing? Did he drink the water? Apparently. I mean, it just didn't make any sense. The match itself was an awesome match. It was, again, a solid match between the two. And kind of predictable ending to it. And Vikingo did hit that wild 630 splash that he does off the top rope and connected on Americano to get that 3 count. But
I'm looking up the video now because it's just so
yeah, it's crazy.
ridiculous.
It's crazy. Well, while HD Daniels does that, we are up against our very last break here on Uncensored Wrestling Talk on the radio side of things. So we are going to go ahead and talk. We're going to go ahead and take that. And when we come back, hopefully HD Daniels will have had a chance to see this video and we'll get his comments on it. And as well as Superfan here as well. And we will be right back.
Trust the professionals at Meyer & Company Real Estate and Auctions. Buying or selling, they'll make your dreams come true. Here's farm auction and acreage expert Dan Stokes.
You know, Meyer & Company's been in the business for over 40 years. We specialize in things called 1031 exchanges, so we're very versed in how to exchange farm ground for other farm ground. So it's something that we do on a daily basis, and we really enjoy doing it.
We are the #1 stop in the region for buying and selling residential, commercial, and farm real estate. We've been serving the area for more than 40 years, and we do it with pride.
It's still a pretty strong
Here he
seller's
comes,
market.
Ray Mysterio.
Dollars per acre is still high. If you're able to connect with a good agent and you can find
Hall of
something off
Famer's
market,
got
we do that all the time, and you know, we're able to still get some deals out there here and there.
Dan Stokes.
Why?
You can either call my cell phone at
Makes no sense.
314-971-0654, or you can call the
That's
brokerage
me.
I was
at
hoping you confused Rey Mysterio with somebody else.
636-462-5555.
Meyer and Company Real Estate and Auctions, North Lincoln Drive in Troy, 636-462-5555. Online at MeyerListings.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Burgundy. Today we're at Alternative Automotive, and we're with Jerry Hinkey. Jerry is kind of a YouTube and Facebook star because he does these very informative videos that he puts on social media. Jerry, one of the things that hit me, it's the holidays. They forget about doing things. One of the most important things that they can do to prolong the life of their car is keep their oil changed.
Absolutely. Maintenance is the most important thing you can do to the car to make it last. You don't have to change your oil. We'll change your engine for you, but it's a lot easier to change your oil.
Why is it so important?
The oil breaks down over time. Gasoline engine has low by that goes by the rings, or the explosion happens inside the engine. Particles go down in your oil, and oil does two things. It lubricates and it absorbs carbon. Carbon builds up in the oil. If you have more carbon than you do lubrication properties, it's just going to start eating metal products as protecting.
Alternative Automotive, located at 542 Mansion Road, Winfield, just a short drive from everywhere. Keep your car healthy. Bring it to Alternative Automotive today. 542 Mansion Road. Call 368-8267. Give them a like on Facebook.
What the hell are we doing here?
This moment of calm is brought to you by American National.
50 seconds and we are back live on the radio.
Because life on the farm is stressful, and insurance shouldn't be.
I hate to bust your bubble, it doesn't happen.
American
Now,
National.
now I get to say that The Undertaker made a stupid move, because he runs that place.
Oh, is that
American
who's
National
running it
Property
now?
and Casualty Company and affiliates, Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah. I didn't realize that
Radio
he was,
Mark
I knew that he was
Meyer
helping
Company
in
Real
certain
Estate
areas and
Auctions
stuff.
Online at
He's actually
MeyerListings.
running it down there?
That was a
Broken
bad
clouds
mark
in
for
Troy.
Mark.
Getting down to 10
That
overnight
was a
tonight.
bad mark
Monday's
for
high
Mark.
will
I'm
be
not
in
a
the
mark
low
for
20s.
Mark
Scattered
anymore.
clouds
Not a
lightning.
mark for
Temperatures
Mark.
in the mid 30s forecast on Tuesday. Currently in Troy, it's 18. In
H.C.
Winsville, it's
Daniels
17
is
degrees.
not a mark
Perfect homes
for
on
Mark.
commercial real estate, farm
Attitude
ground,
era
Meyer and
wrestlers
Company
thinking
Real
they're
Estate
doing.
and Auctions. Online at
Trying to run
MeyerListings.com.
creative.
I'm Erica Walters.
Even The Rock throws his weight around sometimes.
Yep. That bumper music means we are going back live on the radio. And the mics are going live. Let's go ahead and bring that bumper music right on down. We've got about 16 minutes left here in hour number 2 on the radio side of things. On the Facebook and the YouTube, we'll go a few minutes later after the top of the hour. During that break, both our resident referee, Mr. 123, a yeet, H.D. Daniels,
I know,
and the nematode Nelly, that super fan, Tim Williams. They had the opportunity to take a look at what I was talking about with Rey Mysterio, El Grande Americano, Vikingo, and Omos, and H.D. Daniels. Your thoughts on what happened in that video, my good friend?
Rey Mysterio illogically, unsensically, nonsensically saved Grande Americano from an attack on who should be the face of the company, Vikingo.
Mm-hmm. But Vikingo is a bad guy now.
But
isn't El Grande Americano a bad guy?
Vikingo's a good guy in my heart.
Yankee Superfans, what do you think? What do you think of what you saw?
There is something in the water. Because that does not make one bit of sense.
It really didn't. All I've been asking for with the wrestling world is for things to make sense. Just make it make sense. It didn't make no sense.
No.
And when I saw that going on, it took away, for me, it took away that awesome match that I just got done seeing. It happens. It happens. Well, I don't know if some of these make sense or not, but it's gonna happen. Next weekend, Saturday night, it'll be Saturday night's main event. let's go ahead and talk about these crazy matches. To set this one up, Randy Orton beat The Miz. Trick Williams defeated Matt Cardona. Damian Priest bested Solo Sikoa. And Sami Zayn, I'm going to call it an upset, beat Ilya Dragunov. I really thought Dragunov was going to win a second time against Sami Zayn. But with those 4 winners, those 4 will now compete on Saturday night's main event in a fatal 4-way match to determine the number 1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia against Drew McIntyre. Superfan, which way you going on this one? Who are you taking to win this match?
So since it's going to be Drew's first defense, it's not going to be...
No. Not that match.
Oh, well,
this
match, it's going to be Sami Zayn. Because Sami Zayn, they're going to use the ploy of Sami has not beaten Drew in a one-on-one singles match.
Interesting.
And Sami Zayn will still not beat Drew on a one-on-one singles match.
Well, maybe not. H.D. Daniels, who do you think is going to win in this fatal 4-way? Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, or Sami Zayn?
Probably Sami Zayn. Probably.
You don't sound so enthused about Sami
Because
Zayn.
I've never... I'm going to try to say this the right way, because I don't hate Sami Zayn. I'm indifferent about Sami Zayn. So if you give me a match where he's going to win, I'm going to be like, meh, okay.
I totally agree with you. I do.
I have nothing against him. I just have nothing for him. Like, he doesn't do a lot for me.
And for me, right now, with Sami Zayn, it's like we keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again with Sami Zayn. For the last several years, we've seen the same thing.
Well, I think that's where they're going with this. I've heard speculation he might win the Rumble because it's going to be out there. So...
I was kind of thinking that way myself. But if he wins this match to go up against Drew McIntyre, he won't be in the Royal Rumble. He'll be in this match.
When is the match? The winner of this match faces Drew when?
At the Royal Rumble.
At the Royal Rumble.
In Saudi Arabia.
All right. Well, then he's going to get a pop from the crowd and he's going to lose.
Yikes.
When was the last time, even in Saudi, who pays a lot of money, when was the last time a hometown hero won anything on any PLE?
This is true. But then again, there hasn't been very many home.
Well, they go to Australia.
Heroes.
I mean, they go to Australia. They're going to Ireland next week.
Sure.
Finn Balor's going to lose.
True.
I don't think Rhea Ripley won in Australia when she was there. Could be wrong. They don't do that.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre doesn't win when he goes overseas. He constantly loses when he goes overseas.
Well, he didn't in Berlin.
Okay, I'll change it to his hometown, his home country, Scotland or even England. He doesn't win.
He got ran off in London Friday night 2 nights ago.
Right.
So to add to your point. Crazy stuff.
They have a thing where they do that. I don't know why. CM Punk's like the only guy that wins in his hometown.
Yeah.
Randy Orton didn't win at Backlash.
This is true. I can't say you're not wrong. My question on this fatal 4-way is who benefits the most to win this fatal 4-way?
Benefits?
Yeah.
Any one of them could really benefit from having a world title match, but they're not going to win. That's the whole thing.
See, I don't think Damian Priest is going to win this one because I think Aleister Black is going to get involved in some way.
100%. It's not over.
And incapacitate him to the point where he can't continue on or maybe they even fight to the back and he disappears.
Right.
With Randy Orton, do I want to see him win the championship again? I do. I really do. I think it would benefit him.
Randy needs to win 4 more times before he's done.
Well, yeah, to overtake John Cena sucks. I agree with you 100%.
So let's get the
there.
one over with. Let's get it. I don't care if it's one day.
But
Let's do it.
unfortunately, I don't see it happening.
No.
I really don't.
4 short runs.
Trick Williams.
Real
4
quick.
short runs. 4 short
One day runs. One day runs. Trick Williams, while I love his performances that he's been doing as of late, it's too early in the game.
Yeah.
It's too early in the game for him, with him being on the main roster, to be in a championship match for me.
I mean, I could see Saudi being like, I will pay you guys to have Drew versus Randy Orton. You know,
but
like,
with him, if he were to win, just to go on to lose against Drew McIntyre, it doesn't benefit him.
No,
in any way, shape, or
all
form.
I'm trying to say is I don't know how it works, but they always say like Saudi pays for their shows. Like it's a pay they paid for The Undertaker and Kane, they paid for DX. They could be like, hey, I'm paying you this amount of money for Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre in the world title match. But then again, Randy will probably be in the Rumble, so I don't know.
See, I'm going to be very shocked and surprised at if I, like you were saying with Sami Zayn, if he ends up being in the Royal Rumble and he wins this 4-way, total shocker. Total shocker. I could see them opening up the Royal Rumble with Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Sami Zayn losing that match and then going into the Rumble and maybe
winning.
Maybe.
Then he would lose twice in one night if he does not win the Rumble.
That's true. That's true. But we've seen it before. We've seen it before.
I don't know.
I mean, in this 4-way, I think that Sami Zayn is also going to win this one, but just to go on to lose to Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Friday night, SmackDown, Cody Rhodes announced that he's the first person to announce that he is going to be an entrant in the Royal Rumble. And I hate to say it, but I got this sneaking suspicion that Cody Rhodes is going to win the Royal Rumble for the 3rd time.
Well, that's turning that is on the grounds of turning off the TV.
I know.
Well,
I know.
But you know, even Drew, when Drew came out and he was speaking, he said, Cody, you have to go back to the back of the pie. Excuse me. And have to figure out a way to get back into the title hunt. What's the quickest way to get back in the title hunt?
Because there's no rematch.
Right.
There's a no rematch clause. I don't know when the heck that came up, but apparently it was in the contract.
I mean, Triple H said years ago when he took over, he's done with the immediate rematches. He said that on Raw or something, but he doesn't even listen to his own rules. So
this is true. All right, let's move on. We've only got about 5 minutes left here on the radio side of things. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, will take on the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, HD Daniels. Does the champions retain, or do the challengers capture the championship?
Retain.
I kind of had a feeling.
It's too soon.
That you were going to say that.
Triple H doesn't like short reigns.
This is true. Superfan, who you got in this one?
I would love to take the Judgment Day because I like that tag team. but I don't think they have enough tricks up their sleeve to come out with
Trick's not in this match.
I know Trick's not
Trick's in the four-way.
And I don't think he could fit up their sleeves.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It would be very, very difficult.
Champion's gonna retain on this one.
I agree. Another clean sweep on that one. And speaking of Cody Rhodes, he will be taking on the man that I thought made no sense for them to have been fighting inside the steel cage in the third match of the 3 stages of hell between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Jacob Fatu jumped in, first jumped Drew McIntyre in the steel cage, and then Cody Rhodes came over, kind of pulled his arm, turned him around. I thought as if to ask him, what the heck are you doing here? But then Jacob Fatu attacked Cody Rhodes, so now we're going to get a one-on-one Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. And also, real quick on a side note, Friday Night SmackDown, after Drew McIntyre came out and was doing his little running of the mouth and everything, Jacob Fatu came down again and pretty much attacked him, and Drew ran off. What are we doing here? Makes no sense.
Jacob hates everybody.
He hates everybody apparently now.
He's all gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes. Y'all don't know what I mean.
No.
We gotta get to do that again.
No.
Can you do that one more
No.
time? I didn't
We've
hear
only
it.
got 2 minutes left here on the radio side. Stop it.
You know what I mean.
I don't know how to say it right. I tried. You got to give me an A for effort.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
I thought it was a very good rendition.
Superfan, who you got? Cody Rhodes or Jacob Fatu? Who's going to win this fight between the
I'm
two?
going to go with Jacob Fatu.
Really? And why do you say Jacob Fatu?
Because I think they're trying to push Cody down enough so that if he does come back and starts climbing that mountain again, it gives him a little bit stronger climb.
Jacob's gonna lose, I am afraid. He has his big return, beats up people in the cage, now he's gonna lose. Because Cody needs to get his revenge. And that's how Triple H books.
So you think that Cody Rhodes is going to win?
Yeah.
You know, listening to you speak about how you believe what Triple H thinks, and seeing the things that have been going on over the last several months, and knowing that you're absolutely right on what you think of what Triple H thinks, I think the same way.
So or is it going to be a double disqualification?
But I don't know how that would be because, like, I was going to give Sarge an example. Like what if Jacob was Drew, and Drew was getting this match with Cody? Drew would lose, no question.
Yeah.
And that's how he looks at his heels. They're just going to lose until they're ready to win a title.
Well, with that being said, on the radio side of things, it's just about the end of the show. We've only got about 40 seconds left here. I want to say thank you to all of you for listening. If you would like to, you can jump over to the Facebook or the YouTube side of things, because we'll continue on just for a few more minutes here on those two streams. HD Daniels, thank you so much for everything that you do for the show, and as well as getting that YouTube up and running.
We're on YouTube.
We are on YouTube now. Super fan. You are a super fan. You are the nematode Nelly. That's all I got to say. For those two, I am Sarge, and on the radio side, hey, until next Sunday morning, go watch some wrestling.
KYRO Troy. It's 12 o'clock in the Heartland.
Now it's 12 o'clock.
This Sunday, a clean new
All right.
deal. President Trump
We will go for a few minutes more here on the YouTube side of things. Have you? Almost lost my pencil. Have you already? Okay, you're doing it now. Cool.
To Treasury Secretary
Let's
Scott
see here. We're going to go over a little bit of
Flash
dirt sheet stuff to finish out the show real
in
quick.
Minneapolis, the Justice Department launches a criminal
Let's see
investigation
here.
into Minnesota's Democratic leaders.
In every situation, we're doing targeted enforcement.
It's a campaign of organized brutality.
From bodyslam.net,
We cannot counter
they claim
Trump's chaos.
while Cody Rhodes won't be turning heel right now, he will be undergoing a quote-unquote character shift.
Senate Republicans block
They also say the top of the card for WrestleMania 42 is now locked in.
Yeah, what is it?
They don't say. They don't say.
WrestleMania 42.
Thanks for the tease, Body Slam.
I'll talk to the bipartisan pair
But
behind the
what about this
legislation.
character
Republican Senator
shift
Rand Paul of
for
Kentucky
Cody
and
Rhodes?
Democratic Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia.
They'd be
Joining me for
idiotic
insight
to
and
turn
analysis
him
are NBC News national security
But if they
manager
come
Ed
out and
Carroll
say
Lee,
that Cody was
former
one that
Homeland
attacked
Security
If he's
Secretary
not
Jim
their
Johnson,
top merchandise
Wall
guy
Street
right
Journal
now,
columnist
he's
Ed
got. I
Carroll
would
Lee.
imagine he's
Welcome
got
to
to be
Sunday. It's
in
the
the top 3.
There's so many rumors that Jey Uso and Cody are
NBC
turning.
News in Washington.
Just the
Longest
money
running
they
show
bring
in
in. I don't know
television
why
history.
they would even consider
This
that.
It wouldn't make very much sense.
I mean, like, yeah, Hulk Hogan turned heel, blah, 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 but
There are new flashpoints on the
don't know
world
why they would
stage
do
and
that.
here at home.
I mean, when Hulk Hogan turned heel and did the whole NWO thing, NWO shirts were flying off the shelf. So, but I don't
I don't think
think
it's
it's the
going to, if
same.
they turn heel, I don't think it's going to hurt
Accusing
their
the two
merch.
Democrats of conspiring
Oh, I
to
think it
impeach
would.
federal
Oh,
immigration
gosh, yeah.
officials
if Cody
as the
turns
battle
heel,
over
if Cody
ICE
turns
agents
heel,
deployed in American
kids will be
cities
crying, just like
intensifies.
John Cena.
Meanwhile, President
But
Trump
people still bought
shocking
Cena
America's
merch,
closest
so-
allies by signaling he's poised
I
to punish
don't
them
know.
in his pursuit
I
to
don't
take
know.
over Greenland, leading
don't know.
European countries to call
Guess we'll
for
see what
an
happens.
emergency meeting.
Another one
Writing
from
Saturday, starting on February
bodyslam.net.
1st, 2026.
Blake
all of the
Monroe
above-mentioned countries,
will not
Denmark,
be
Norway,
getting called
Sweden,
up to the
France,
main
Germany,
roster,
the United
as she had
Kingdom,
been
the
recently been
Netherlands, and
discussed
Finland
about.
will be charged
And
a
instead,
10%
there are
tariff on
plans
any
for
and
her
all
in
goods sent to the United
NXT
States of America.
through
On June
Stand
1st,
and Deliver.
2026, the tariff will be increased to 25%.
And I believe the Stand and
This
Deliver
tariff will be due
is
as
that PLE
applicable
for NXT
until
during
such time
WrestleMania
as the
weekend.
deal is reached for the complete and total
Yeah, that's their big
Right.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
making
it like
official
2 in the
what he
afternoon.
threatened earlier in the week.
But then again, WrestleMania 42 is only a couple
mean,
months away.
NXT is there to exist, to develop and send people to the main roster, but they also need to put on a show.
This is true.
If we don't have it, we have a big hole in there.
You are not wrong.
When am I ever?
Now is Treasury Secretary
That's a good
Scott
question.
Bessent. Secretary Bessent, welcome back to Meet the Press.
They also say
It's great to have you here. Thank you
Jada
for being
Parker
here in person.
is
Like
scheduled to
strong
return to
like
NXT
President
television
Trump
soon. Have you missed
threatening to impose
Jada Parker
tariffs
being on TV?
against some of America's
Not really.
closest European and NATO allies. The leaders of Denmark
He said it, not me.
and Greenland say bluntly, Greenland is not for sale. What
Per
makes this
Wrestling
different?
Observer Live, the original plan before Jacob Fatu was injured was a three-way pitting Fatu versus Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. So they basically went back to where they were originally going to go anyway.
Beyond next year to what could happen
Could we?
for a battle.
Is that, do you guys think that's the way we're gonna be going? Is this gonna be a three-way at some point between Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre for the championship?
Maybe that's the logbook.
Do not build Nord Stream 2.
What book?
Do not
He
rely on
said
Russian
the
oil.
WrestleMania,
Guess what?
uh,
Is funding
one of them's already been set.
against
Oh,
Ukraine.
Yeah, the top of the card is supposed to be locked in.
Russian oil.
Maybe that's
So
I
it's
could
America.
see the triple threat
has to be
happening.
in control here.
I want to delve into everything.
If you
that
see
said,
that
but I
happening
just
at
wanna ask
Mania,
you,
let me ask you this
Is this
question
a
then.
negotiating tactic?
Is it
Mr.
because
Secretary, or is President Trump
Cody Rhodes
serious
or
about
Jacob
annexing
Fatu won the Royal Rumble?
one of them has to win the World War.
Not
One of
necessarily.
them could win the chamber, and then one
Yeah,
of
'cause we
them.
got Elimination Chamber before WrestleMania.
But I thought
And whoever wins the Rumble will have already
Chamber is always to
announced.
go against the other person.
Yeah, so
The winner from the Royal Rumble will announce who they're gonna go up against before the Elimination Chamber. So that way, the person who wins the Elimination Chamber from the other brand will go up against their brand's champion at WrestleMania, just like they do it every single year.
Because the United States right now
We are the hottest country in the
So-
world. We are the strongest country in the world.
Cody
Europeans
somehow wins
project
either the
weakness,
Chamber or the
US
Rumble,
projects
and
strength.
Jacob
Just very quickly, is this a
inserts
negotiating
himself.
tactic,
Mhm,
Mr.
keeps
Secretary?
on
Is
attacking
the goal
both
to
of them.
get a deal
I could see
to
that.
have
I can too, actually.
Be the Greenland, for
I
example?
can too.
The president believes that enhanced security is
See ya.
not possible without Greenland being.
As for
Okay,
McIntyre winning the
what
title,
you have said,
FIFO Select, let me turn this down just a little bit here. Where was I? FIFO Select indicates there were those within the company who believed McIntyre, quote unquote, needed to win this match so he could be, quote unquote, taken seriously as a top guy moving forward.
Well, yeah, he was on a constant losing streak.
Even though he was on a quote unquote losing streak, me myself as a wrestling fan I didn't not look at Drew McIntyre as a top guy though,
The perception, though.
or as a person that should be in the main event.
All Drew did for the last year or longer is just go on TV and whine
and complain
and lose.
like a heel does.
And lose. If your heel constantly loses, what value do they have? But this is Triple H booking. This is what he does.
But it even goes back to the big, long fight that Roman Reigns and Drew were on. Because that's where it really goes back to, because Drew was the champion, got everybody through COVID as the top guy.
I mean, I could see Roman winning the Rumble and having a case for both Punk and Drew to fight either one of them.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Tired of the Bloodline story, but yeah.
Oh, let's see here. It's been noted that Cedric Alexander has signed a new contract with TNA. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Although, I would like to have seen him sign with AEW to go in and be part of the Hurt Syndicate.
I know, right? Oh, sorry. Maybe they just don't want him. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on there. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said the previously rumored Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns plan at WrestleMania 42 is quote-unquote probably not happening.
Good.
The change happened last week when they decided to put the WWE title on Drew McIntyre. I think it was changed a long time before that. There's been a lot of rumblings that fans didn't want to see Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns anymore. Not for at least a while. A long while.
Ever again.
I think we're going to see it again. I do. But did we really want to see it immediately at WrestleMania again? And that would have made it, what, 3 times in the last 4 years? Something like that, 3 times in a row?
Yep.
Whatever it is? No.
I just think that Cody Rhodes could be the QB1, as he likes to say, but his title reigns are just end up being too long and lackluster.
Yeah.
And he needs to be more like, I hate to say it, like his dad, who gets the belt, brings everybody along for the ride, gets the belt, but he doesn't, Dusty never was going to have a long reign.
Right.
They needed Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, they did him wrong. He should have held. He
He
should have
held the belts as many times, but you knew he was
He should
never
have had
going to
a
have
longer reign of
But
that
it
championship.
was better for him to lose it and then rebuild
Well,
that road again.
That babyface chasing the heel with for the championship is always the go-to number one, and number two always the better excitement build up of it all, because there's going to be several different matches and different little things are going to happen and stuff like that. But for Dusty Rhodes though, back in the day, at least either his first reign or his second reign, and he had 3 different reigns with the NWA World Championship, he should have had at least a year's run with it. at least a year's run. And it wasn't but a few months.
Right. Which is what what I'm saying is they should do that with Cody now.
I don't agree. See, I know that H.D. Daniels was very happy about Drew McIntyre beating Cody Rhodes and winning that championship. I think that, not the 3 stages of hell, but their last match from a couple months ago should have been the end of it all. And Cody Rhodes should have been moving on to other different people. And then they start throwing out these little teasers of Matt Cardona showing up, saying, hey, I want a shot. Who else? Randy Orton returning, going up to Cody Rhodes saying, after I get done with blah, 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 I'm coming for the belt. You know, these different things setting up for Cody to face. He should have been facing these other people the entire time. He should never have lost to Drew McIntyre. That's how I feel. And for whatever it's worth, Liv Morgan said on Raw Recap that Dominic Mysterio will be back, quote unquote, soon.
Boo.
And
Yay.
they're just playing it safe with his injury that he
Keep
has.
playing it safe for the next year.
H.D. Daniels cannot stand
Can't.
dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Maybe he's putting on some weight.
And if he comes back with at least some biceps.
Maybe
he'll
he's going to have
earn one.
a really long motorcycle bike handling mustache.
Sure. Put some bulk on and learn how to wrestle and not be carried every single match.
Whew. H.D. Daniels said it. Bodyslam.net says, well, wait a minute. Not only will there be a new Adam Copeland memoir, PW Insider notes it will have an audiobook release as well. That's interesting.
What will?
Adam Copeland, Edge,
Oh.
his new memoirs is going to be coming out soon, and he's going to have an audiobook release with it. And I'm guessing that this one is going to cover the time period from when he left WWE, came over to AEW, and his time period in AEW up to this point.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting read or listen. Apparently, through bodyslam.net, Steve Macklin has come to terms on a new deal with TNA, and what they said was described to them as an extension on the deal he currently has. That's one of the ones that I would have liked to have seen come over to AEW, to be honest. But I'm not shocked that he is signed back with TNA. I'm not.
You think it's like the Macklins, the Mooses, and the Eddie Edwards are just too comfortable there, and they know that they're always going to have something?
I feel like that's a big problem that TNA has, and it's really hard to even, like, it's so, TNA from, say, 2006, all those guys stayed there because they didn't have anywhere else to go, but it was awesome. Now, 20 years later, why do we care about Macklin? Why do we care about Eric Young? It's so different, and I don't know why. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it.
Are either one of you guys into the wrestling video games?
Me and Little HD play 2K all the time.
Super fan? Are you into
I
the
have
game?
it, and I mess around with it. But
Okay. I'm an avid wrestling video gamer. I have bought every single wrestling video game that has come out.
Fight Forever?
Fight Forever. Got it.
We
And
do
all
too.
the DLCs along with it.
So do we, yeah. We don't play it anymore.
I mean, going all the way back to, gosh, the Atari and all that kind of stuff. I have played with just about every single wrestling game that's out there, and I enjoy it. Well, sources told Insider Gaming that CM Punk will narrate and be a focus of this year's showcase mode in WWE 2K26, which includes a quote-unquote what-if scenario where he doesn't walk out on WWE in 2014 and the video game is expected to be released in March, in less than a month and a half, actually. So, what do you guys think of that? CM Punk being the showcase mode for the upcoming WWE video game, and it including a what-if scenario.
I don't know. Okay.
I would say that John Cena would not be the 17 champ.
He probably would be.
If
Yeah,
CM
probably
Punk-
still would be. He probably still would be.
CM Punk has almost turned into a parody of himself.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Bodyslam.net, I'm telling you what, you guys are just awesome. They say there are several people in WWE who believe AJ Styles will work a match in TNA before he retires this year. What makes you think he's gonna wrestle in TNA?
Sarge, they got what they wanted. You're talking about it on the radio now. They did what they wanted to do.
They're idiots.
You're a sucker.
No. I'm never a sucker.
I didn't mean it that harshly. You fell for the trap. You fell for the trap.
No, I didn't fall for the trap. I said it so that way I could say, Body Slam, you're a bunch of morons.
Bad publicity is still publicity.
Ha! I don't believe that. I do not believe that. WrestleVotes Radio mentioned that WWE has quietly made a change to Raw's format on Netflix, where there will be fewer commercial breaks going forward.
Hope so.
The change began with this past week's January 12th episode. Did you notice that there were fewer commercial breaks?
No.
I did not either.
So Beast Player 140 said SVR 2009 best wrestling game ever.
That would be Monstrous Mike Maverick saying that. Because you're talking about the Facebook feed.
Yep.
That's SmackDown versus Raw 2009 best wrestling game ever. I don't know. I'm pretty partial to the Nintendo 64's NWO, WCW NWO World Tour,
That was a great.
and Revenge. They were both great games.
Yep.
WWE's No Mercy on the Nintendo 64
Yeah.
was pretty freaking awesome. And then also on the original PlayStation, there was a game called WCW versus the World on there. And it was where you had a whole bunch of characters from WCW, but then a whole bunch of different independent organizations that you could go up against. And there was a lot of wrestlers from other organizations depicted in this game from WWE, from AAA. Heck, Terry Funk was in there. Mick Foley was in there. I mean, all kinds of them. So those three kind of top my list.
Do you have TNA games?
I do.
They have one or two.
One.
One? Okay.
One. Lucha Libre had a video game out. I got that one too. That one kind of, its gameplay was kind of similar to the TNA game, if you ever got it.
I never played it. I know they had them. I know Nintendo
With
had
the six-sided ring.
Nintendo, NES had a wrestling game.
WCW. Yep.
No, I think it was just wrestling.
Well, yeah, they had a wrestling game as well, just a regular wrestling game. But WCW's first console to be on was the original Nintendo.
Interesting, I didn't know that.
Yep.
My favorite wrestling, I have to be old school, and all the quarters I spent on the WWE arcade game.
Which one though? Because there were several.
The very first one with Hogan and
The WrestleMania Challenge.
Gotcha.
Let's see, what else can we talk about real quick before we get on out of here? Wrestling Observer Network claims that WWE President Nick Khan has a voice when it comes to creative, even though he publicly denies it. Khan bypasses the rest of the creative team and only deals with Triple H.
Who does?
Nick Khan, WWE President Nick Khan.
He doesn't talk to anyone on staff but Triple H.
Yep, he bypasses the rest of the creative team and goes to only and deals only with Triple H.
He's not in creative.
Exactly.
He's
I can see
he's
that.
the business guy.
I can see that though. This one, and then we'll end on this one, and I'm really interested in this one because I can't wait to see more of her. Because she just signed with AEW, actually. Regarding AEW's recent signing of Persephone, Brian Alvarez clarified that she didn't actually choose AEW over WWE. Even though WWE was interested in her, they didn't make an offer because she's quote-unquote been under CMLL contract and hasn't been able to talk with WWE at all. She took the opportunity to add the AEW contract to the CMLL one. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But I cannot wait to see more Persephone in AEW. I'm really starting to dig this. More women are showing up in AEW and creating havoc and creating an impact.
Havoc's in TNA.
And they're creating an impact. All right.
Not in TNA.
Right.
Our resident referee, Mr. 123.
Yeet.
HD
No.
Daniels. Anything else for this week in the world, from the world of professional wrestling, that you want to throw out there and talk about?
Not really.
Superfan, same question.
I always have one thing.
Oh, good God.
So, so
You're looking
Don
at me.
Callis versus the Death Riders.
Don Callis family versus the Death Riders.
That's being built
Okay.
after Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
John Moxley's a babyface now.
You really gonna turn the whole Death Rider group baby?
I'm either waiting for the Death Riders to turn on Moxley or they all become babyfaces. One or the two.
I kind of think in the same line,
But
same
if
lines
they-
as HD here.
If they turn on Moxley, they will turn into nothing. If they don't have John Moxley in their group, they will be a nothing group. So I'm thinking they're all going to turn babyface, but could be wrong.
I don't
That's
think they
why.
are.
But that's why.
I don't think they
Even
are.
John Moxley on commentary is like, he's over complimenting these people ad nauseum. It's like, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, it kind of surprised me, but you know, I like the whole, hey, we stayed in our lane, you stayed in yours, and we just did. Everybody took care of their own business.
We coexisted.
Right.
They
Now
coexisted.
we're gonna play numbers and numbers.
But when you have heel versus heel, there's no one to root for.
Right.
So
Right.
someone's going to be babyface.
And it'll be John Moxley and his group.
You think that over, that if it's Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita, they're pulling a lot of people over to their side.
Is it going to be them, or is it going to be Josh Alexander?
And the Murder Hawk,
Yeah.
Lance Archer, and Hechicero,
Yeah.
and Rocky Romero. And
But at the same time, you got Wheeler, Yuta, and Pac, and Garcia, and it's their job to also lose all the time. That's what they do.
this is true.
I don't know. I think it's going to be. We'll see how it plays out.
This is true. It's going to be crazy.
Not that intriguing, in my opinion. So.
Go get your tickets. February the 7th, the next live wrestling event at the Race Wrestling Arena. Also keep an eye out on HarleyRace.com for when the tickets go on sale for Salute to the Service 4 coming up at Fort Leonard Wood at the Davidson Fitness Center. Hey, I think that's about all the time that we've got today for H.D. Daniels, our resident referee, Mr. 1,
It's right here.
2, 3, yeet.
Right here. Tag team champions. The Yeet.
The yeet. For the super fan, the nematode Nelly, Tim Williams, I'm Sarge saying, hey, until next Sunday morning, go watch some wrestling.
Go watch.
YouTube is still alive. Superfan just shocked the hell out of himself. And it was funny as hell.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Every single time.
Every time he gets up there,
Every
to turn it
single
on
time.
and to turn it off.
That's why I went to the pin. And now the pin.
And now the pin's not working.
I didn't know that. All right.
YouTube is still going.
YouTube's still on.
Hey, thanks for joining us on the YouTube for the first show. I hope everybody liked it. And we'll come back next weekend. And until next weekend, hey, go watch some wrestling.
A yeet.
No.
Hey,